Andrew Ryan's company. He's the one who built this place, and he's the one who ran it into the ground. Nobody knows exactly what happened. Maybe he went mad. Maybe the power got to him. Maybe he just decided he didn't like people. Whichever way you slice it, good men died. My family's in a submarine hidden in the foundation of Fontaine Fisheries. I'll meet you there.
Welcome to the circus of value. Feel your cravings in the circus of value.
What crawls in my garden? Days go by like wind.
Approaching a little sister is a criminal offense. Do not approach the little sisters.
I'm ready for treats.
putting all the bathyspheres in lockdown until further notice. Ryan had us install some kind of genetic device into the thing, so only Ryan and his inner circle will be able to use them without dispensation. But the boys tell me the keys are pretty unreliable. Sisters, cousins, anybody in the ballpark genetically will be able to come and go as they see fit.
Well.
knocking back pints up at the Fighting McDonald's. But if you prefer to play the mule, we'll treat you like a mule. Give him a taste, Patrick. What's that? Change of heart, Jimmy? Jimmy! Ready to to talk now?
God. God. Whatever Ryan thinks he can do to me, someday he can do double!
Who can blame a lady who craves variety? And one day the gentleman stopped calling.
Atlas radioed on ahead. Says you were looking for an invite to the fisheries. Nuts, I say. But if your heads up to the Warp Master's office and find old Peach a research camera, maybe I could manage an invite. What was that? My friend, you are fucked. You'll find something to keep you alive. Now, go get that camera, and then snapshots of those that crawls on the ceiling. Then I'll let you into the fisheries. Just remember, sonny friend, I smell an ounce of Fontaine on you, and I'll have you in a box. Atlas gives you the vouch, but I ain't turning my eye just on his say-so.
Grown man jumping at ghosts. Fontaine's dead, and everybody knows it. In the ground for months, and half the place still jumping at his shadow. Christ, even Ryan. You never mind all that. We got work to do. Seems like old Peach knows where to find a research camera. He seems a decent enough sort. No doubt he'll wait until after you've done it there and just stick a shiv in your belly.
Something must be done about Fontaine. While I was buying buildings and fish futures, he was cornering the market on genotypes and nucleotide sequences. Rapture is transforming before my eyes. The great chain is pulling away from me. Perhaps it's time to get rid of the dog.
One of the smugglers having a game of catching on the docks today. This surprised me because his hands were crippled during the war. He was unloading the barge the other day when he was bitten from the sea slug. He woke up the next morning and he found he could move his fingers for the first time in years. I asked him if he still had that sea slug. As luck would have it.
Fellow is somebody to watch. Once he was just a menace, to be convicted and hung. But he always manages to be where the evidence isn't. He's the most dangerous type of hoodlum. The kind with vision.
Welcome to the circus.
Like one you'd see topside. According to this magazine article I scrounged up, it can also analyze genetic information, parse biological structures, and lots of other $5 words.
This Fontaine fellow is somebody to watch. Once he was just a menace, to be convicted and hung. But he always manages to be where the evidence isn't. He's the most dangerous type of hoodlum. The kind with vision.
begging now, is it? That's what we've come to? Now look, I don't make the laws here, I just enforce them. But I didn't come to Rapture to 3 men up for running contraband. If Ryan and his crew have their law, then they can have my badge.
Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong.
Good. You got the camera. Now get me some snaps on those spider splicers. And don't come back down here till you got my research.
Let's do this. But we could hide from the light.
You think you can trick me?
All these parasites want a piece of this place. Keep them out. I'm just lonely. I'm lonely.
Every time I do, they hear it.
Fucking thing!
Trick the security system. Set security bots and turrets on your enemies.
You think you can trick me?
fights the war. It doesn't just heal damaged cells, it resurrects them. I can bend the double helix. Black can be reborn white, tall, short, weak, strong. But the slugs alone are not enough. I'll need money. And one other thing.
Bienvenido al amor. Muchas gracias. Bienvenido al amor, Anito. Muchas gracias.
If things weren't bad enough, it seems that even our water system's broken.
We all move the great chain, and the great chain moves us all.
Are you here to hurt me?
Supplies. Fontaines men are pigs. They spit, they stink. But they deliver, and they don't ask questions. They're all terrified of Fontaine. He reminds me a bit of the Germans. So efficient. It wouldn't surprise me if he were soon running things down here.
I had thought I had left the farm out to the Connecticut farm. German. Right.
Welcome to the circus of value.
I met Ryan the day me and the lads were installing the bathroom plumbing up in... The thought of me wife and child hiding in that filthy submarine makes me blood boil. Help me get them to safety and I'll be in your debt for life.
I am...
Changing, but Ryan can't see the wolves in the woods. It's Fontaine, fella. He's a crook and a proper tea leaf, but he's got the atom, and that makes him the governor. Sinking the profits back into bigger and better plasmids, building them Fontaine poorhouses, like Fontaine recruiting centres. Before we know it, bloke's gonna have an army of splicers. We're gonna have ourselves a whole heap of miseries.
an old peach them snappies, or are you just sightseeing?
I've turned away from your light.
I'm closing in on the whole ring. I'd pat myself on the back, but let's face it, these aren't exactly bloodthirsty desperados we're talking about. Rapture's full of poets, artists, and tennis players, not hired guerrillas. But this leader, there's this Fontaine. He seems to know his way around the grift. He keeps his nose clean, but not so clean that the right people don't know he's not to be trifled with.
Diane, my dear, I'm sorry, but I'll be late again tonight. Rosenberg is demanding to speak about this Fontaine business. I'm trying to build a proper financial market. This idiot keeps going on about nano this, genetic modification, that. I'll go spend an hour pretending to pay attention to the poor fellow and be home as soon as I can. Andre.
Jesus,
This is the wages of sin!
No.
Mr. Ryan, I believe in Rapture, but that doesn't mean we always win. Fontaine Futuristics is the biggest thing going in Rapture. So let me be plain. When we arrest that tow rag Fontaine for his thieving and smuggling, we must make it clear that we won't touch his business interests. We sit on the council because these poor sods trust us, not because God gave us a check.
Here to visit is...
I took me wife on our first date to this place. You must think I'm a fool. Taking a fine lady to a dump like this. But you don't know me, Moira. Give her a string of pearls and a silk gown and she'll dance a waltz. Give her a sea shanty and a bottle of rum. She'll drink a pirate under the table.
A Rapture reminder. Wanting an item from the service is forgivable. Buying
Masha today. We barely recognize her. That's her, Sam said. You're crazy, I told him. That thing? That is our Masha? But he was right. She was drawing blood out of a corpse by Fontaine Fisheries. And then when she was done, she walked off hand in hand with one of those awful golems. Masha!
It is your duty to report the
in an uproar.
Welcome to the
Right,
circus.
streets, they say. But this is the time for leadership. Action must be taken against the smugglers. Any contact with the surface exposes Rapture to the very parasites we fled from. A few stretched necks are a small price to pay for our deals.
Monster.
Sounds like that should about do it. Head on back to Fontaine Fisheries when you're ready, would you kindly?
In troubled times, give your little girl the life that she deserves. Boarding and education free of charge. After all, children are the future of Rapture.
My rose! I want it back! I want it back!
They sure go down easy once you research them up right. Come on in and show us those snappy snappies.
Throw Enrage your enemies. Laugh as your enemies fight each other.
First for yourself!
Didn't get himself that. You got something from me and my crew? Or are you just looking to get criticized? You sit here a spell. I needs to set on some coffee, maybe put on silverware and the like.
Before you head into the fisheries, a word to the wise. Old PG seems about as straight as a dog's hind leg. You keep your eyes open. If that's his price, you're gonna have to pay it. But he can't very well take your plasmid away now, can he?
The death penalty and Rapture. Council's in an uproar. Riots in the streets, they say. But this is the time for leadership. Action must be taken against the smugglers. Any Contact with the surface exposes Rapture to the very parasites we fled from. You stretch necks for a small price to pay for our ideals.
Welcome to the circus of
Now, I bet when your boss rides out of hell, he doesn't that devil, he'd be right back. And the devil says, "Sure thing, Mr. Fontaine. I'll hold you a spot." Ryan promised Fontaine was dust, and now here you are doing his dirty. I guess that makes Ryan a bum, and you... Atlas! He was ours! Ours! Yeah! He tricked me!
fuck Fontaine.
You don't fuck Fontaine. Fontaine fucks you.
Should be smooth sailing from here. I'll meet you up ahead.